Tell me a couple more mistakes.
I think overall it's just not really understanding,
Right.
automating a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of a lazy approach.
Okay.
You know, when you kind of get the software, that's great because it saves your company time,
Sure.
but it's syncing the same update to Twitter, Facebook, and all these other sites. You're not giving your fans a reason to follow you on all these different platforms
Right.
because you're just syncing everything together.
Well, and we've been talking for a long time about the power of a like, the power of a tweet. It's one thing to boost your followership, but if you're not actually getting relationships with people, if they don't really care about your brand, it's not going to do you a lot of good.
It's a bunch of zombie people following you on Facebook. And so in some cases, I guess the third thing to look at is make sure that number, there's two numbers you see on a Facebook page, which
Sure.
is the number of likes and the people talking about this. If you can get that people talking about this number up, you're doing a good job with your marketing. But if that number's low, but your number of followers are high.
Yeah. How about Twitter? What's your favorite metric on Twitter?
Ooh, I think retweets.
Okay.
Retweets are kind of like, peer-to-peer recommendations in a way,
Yeah.
which is probably the most important thing a brand could receive.
Okay.
It's one thing to receive, hey, check me out through an advertisement. It's another thing to receive, hey, check me out through a friend who told you about a restaurant or a mechanic.
Yeah.
That weighs more in terms of recommendations and referrals.
So the power of tapping into actual influence.
Yeah.
And I mean, you guys are right in the middle of this. This is what you deliver for your clients on a
This is
daily
what
basis.
we do. Unlike a lot of the agencies here, we're strictly social. We don't touch anything else in terms outside of that.
Yeah.
And
I think that's a good new name for an agency, by the way. Strictly Social.
Strictly social. There
Yeah,
you go.
I like that.
.com.
I love it. So you can find synergy there. You have a very interesting tip. What's your favorite tip when it comes to the social space?
My favorite tip is stop asking for tips. I feel like social media is one of those topics that's been written about so much. Just Google it, stop looking for social media experts. There's a lot of them out there. Start looking for social media professionals, people who know how to market for businesses. Whether it's a nonprofit, a celebrity, a brand, a product, service, find the professionals. There's a lot of people who are experts because they know how to use Facebook. That doesn't necessarily cut it.